Hey, this is Marc Goldberg from Marc Vlogs Watches, and today I've got a teaser for you. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, let's do the customary quick fist watch check. Here it is, guys. It's the Zenith El Primero. The Zenith El Primero, which Archie Luxury insists was a purchase influenced by him, and who am I to argue? Certainly, I had to look at it after he got one. Zenith El Primero. But we are not here to talk about this watch today. What we are here to talk about is what's next, because that's right, guys, I've got incoming. Now, I'm going to show you 3 watches, which I will drop in here in a moment. And one of these watches is the watch that I have purchased. So let's take a look, and then we'll talk about how to vote in the comments for what I really got. And then what do we do after that? Stay tuned. Have a look.
Could it be the Rolex Explorer 2 with that beautiful orange GMT hand? Or could it be the really amazing blue stainless steel Sky Dweller with that central GMT wheel? Or how about this two-tone golden steel GMT root beer that looks so delicious, it looks like it's made out of chocolate?
Okay, welcome back. So there are 3 perfectly good choices, and it's definitely one of those. So first of all, let's talk in the comments a little bit, and I will certainly be interacting with you there. One question I have for you is, which one of those 3 do you think I bought? Which one of those 3 should I have bought? And which one of those 3 would you have bought if you were me, knowing a little bit about what's in my collection? So where did I get the watch? Well, I can't tell you what I paid for it, because if I do that, I think it'll sort of give the things away. But I purchased it on eBay. So here is what I think you need to know about when purchasing your Grail on eBay, especially when you're purchasing a Rolex or other expensive watch on eBay. First thing is you do want to pay through eBay and the PayPal checkout option, because then you get buyer protection through both eBay and PayPal. Seller protection is a lot less secure, so I don't necessarily advise you to sell through eBay, but I think you should feel comfortable buying through eBay, as I do. The but is you need to have a place, an authorized dealer or an extremely knowledgeable watch dealer who will authenticate your purchase for you. So when purchasing on eBay, there's a couple things to know. I like to look for a seller who has lots of ratings and lots of good ratings. So when I say lots, well, in the thousands. If you're buying from a seller who has thousands of pieces of numerical bits of feedback, then you know they're commonly selling on eBay. Secondly, I want to look that feedback is largely good. Thirdly, I want to see that they have a return policy. The watch that I purchased, I've got 30 days to return it, free shipping, free, just full credit back. The thing is, though, is that even if the seller says that there is very limited free return policy, like a lot of sellers have a 3-day return or no return policy at all, if you have been shipped a fake or something that is damaged in a way that is not described in the in the auction itself, it doesn't matter what they claim they're going to limit your return policy to, because eBay and PayPal will reverse that transaction for you quick as a wink once you file a report, which is easy to do in the dispute center of both apps, and you're going to get your money back. So shouldn't be an issue there. Okay, so I look for ideally I want a seller with a return policy. I want a seller who has a lot of feedback. The other thing that I look for is a seller who has enabled, not an auction. I don't like auctioning. I don't like participating in auctions for watches. That takes too long, and all the amateurs are trying to buy a watch in auction. So what I look for is a seller who has a buy it now price. And I don't really care if that buy it now price is crazy or if it's really good. I want a seller who has enabled the buy it now price, but has also enabled the make an offer. Now, when I make offers, I always make an offer, and I don't make a stupid offer. I make an educated offer. Here's how you do that. Do a search for exactly the watch that you're looking to buy. You need to know its reference number and everything about it. And then go into the tabs, the filters for eBay, and enable sold and completed listings. Those are two little switches, and when you enable them, you are going to be looking back in time, and you will be able to see the exact price that your watch is selling for on eBay. And it'll go from a low to a high, that exact watch, and there's going to be a giant spread, like could be $2,500 difference between the low and the high. But if you see that, like an $8,000 watch that's commonly selling on eBay for $8,000, every once in a while goes for $6,000, then that's where you want to buy. And you just try every decent vendor of that watch until you start, getting close, until you start getting counter offers that are close. Don't settle. Don't be in a rush. Your goal is to find the one watch dealer who really needs the cash out of that watch, or who bought it so cheap that even when he sells it at the very low end of common eBay sales, even when he sells it at the very low end, he's still going to make his money. So, well, it is possible to buy on eBay from a seller who has a low amount of feedback. And by low, I don't mean 4 or 5. I'm not even putting in an offer for a guy who's got 4 or 5, because he's either brand new or he just doesn't really hardly know how eBay works. And I feel like I'm likely to have problems. Or maybe he's a scamster who constantly has to make new profiles. But if I see a guy who's got like 100, 150, 200 feedbacks, then what I know is that guy, he's not a watch dealer. He's just a normal guy. He's a collector. And I will make an offer to such a seller, because a lot of times those guys are just having to cash out. There's a divorce, there's a baby coming, there's an addition going on the house, or maybe they just want to flip something out of their collection and they're just sick of it. So the guys with like 100 pieces of feedback, those guys are sometimes willing to just go, fuck it, get me out of this thing. Okay, guys, again, I'd like you to like this video, like, subscribe, do all those things for me, please, and let's talk in the comments about what you think I got. It's going to be here in only a couple of days, and then we can talk, in more detail, and I will reveal it. But in the meantime, let's talk about this in the comments. And also, your eBay experiences. Do you have strategies? I've revealed mine. Just to review, wrap up, the key point is on eBay, I want to be buying at the low end of what eBay ever sells for. And I'm patient, and I'm going to find that guy who just goes, get me out of this thing, I'll take your money. This is Marc Goldberg. We're in the Zenith El Primero. Peace out.
Paint the sky your favorite color.